People were running and walking for a cause in Peoria Heights this morning. Red Sneakers Peoria hosted a 5K to raise awareness for severe food allergies. Red Sneakers had around 170 people register for the race, which left this morning at 9 a.m. down Grandview Drive. This is the second annual event the organization is throwing to raise awareness for severe food allergies. The race was meant to bring the food allergy community together and to educate families about food allergies in children.
My daughter, she has severe food allergies, and when we first were diagnosed with severe food allergies, there wasn't a lot of resources in the area. So we wanted to bring the community together, the food allergy community together, to raise awareness, educate the community on the severity of food allergies and how to prevent allergic reactions.
After the race, there was a free fall festival for children with food without allergens for them to enjoy. All of the funds that the event raised, roughly $30,000, will stay in the greater Peoria area. The money will be used to educate restaurants in the area and make sure that they have medication to treat severe allergic reactions on the premises. The organization's next goal is to help first responders get that life-saving medication if they don't have it already.